Welcome to an all-new episode of Flag to Flag Media Live. Flag to Flag Media Live is your go-to source for racing content at all levels. Host Matt Lamar, along with co-hosts JT Huffman, Zach Stalker, Peyton Walker, and Owen Bowers, keep you up to date, flag to flag, on all the latest racing news and promote upcoming events at local, regional, and national levels. We hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching. All right, we're live with episode 75. I think I got everybody's mics turned on. I will say that we are missing a few tonight.
Yep.
We might as well just go ahead and give him a hard time while we're at it. Mr. Stalker has his agent called me today, and he has signed up for a men's softball league in Columbus.
It was women's, wasn't it?
It might have been women's. They said men's, but I think they were trying to cover it up. It's very well, it possibly could be a women's league. I don't know.
However you identify.
However you identify. But he will, I don't know, what did he say, 13 weeks or something?
No, it was 8, I think.
8 weeks. He said he might show up one day if it rains out, whatever. So who knows when we'll see Mr. Stalker again.
I'll see him tomorrow.
I will say this, but I'm talking about on the show.
Oh, on the show.
On the show. I will say that he technically is still employed with Flag to Flag Media. There was a clause in the contract that he was allowed to miss, I guess. We might have to rewrite it. I don't know. Depends on.
He's got 8 vacation days.
8 vacation days.
So it worked out perfect.
Yeah.
For him,
He's using them all up for softball. What's going on, Chad? Kenny, your new ride looks pretty sweet. What's going on, Frank? Keith?
Kenny's new car does look
It
sweet.
does look sweet.
We should have got a picture to put on so everybody could see it.
What's going on, Ryan? Ryan's sporting the Flag to Flag Media decal on the hood. Looks good this year.
Bobby Labonte throwback.
Yep,
Yeah.
Bobby Labonte throwback. Somebody says a Danica Patrick throwback, but I thought that was pretty harsh. Going on, Kenny, Debbie.
Kenny's car's sharp too. The one Grant's driving, it's a good looking race car.
It is. It is. Kenny Crew looking a little light tonight. It is. Owen, there is a possibility that Owen could show up, but Owen has started his new job, Salem Police Department. So he don't get off shift till 8 o'clock. So I don't know if he'll show up or not. He might come running in at any minute. I don't know.
Saving lives.
Saving lives, pulling people over. So I'll tell you a funny story real quick before we get started. I was going through town yesterday, and I was coming in 135 South. I was going to Walmart. So I pull up to the stoplight. There's a semi in front of me. So the semi takes off. Well, I just followed the semi. Well, as soon as the semi cleared, I noticed that the yellow or the turn arrow was red. Well, I was already committed, right? I was going. So I go to Walmart, do my thing, whatever. Owen gets home last night and he comes in the living room and he goes, did you run red light today? I said, not that I know of. He said, the arrow wasn't red. I said, how do you know? I'm thinking, they're stalking me. Well, come to find out, they were pulled off the road, or they had just pulled out there. Papa Johnson was sitting there. I didn't even see him. I went right past the cop and on a red light.
It's a good thing it was your son.
They were headed to a call. So he said they were going to pull me over, but they were headed to a call. So we're not starting off very good with the son being a cop. So we got Brownstown to talk about. The elephant in the room is obviously going to be the Derek Grimmer, Chad Stapleton scuffle. I know some people's called it a fight, some people's called it a brawl, some people whatever. I don't know. Dirt to Media had some phenomenal coverage of it. I will give my thoughts about that here in a little bit. JT is going to give us an update on the Thunder Valley Hall of Fame, which I also have late breaking news tonight about Thunder Valley. So make sure you stay around for that. You had a decent night going Saturday night, and then had some steering issues, and we'll get into that. Because I was watching it in the garage on Dirt to Media. I didn't make it to the track.
No.
And I was screaming and hollering in the garage because Peyton jumped out to lead in the B main. And then I could tell.
We jumped out in the lead in the heat race, and that's what.
Well, I missed your heat. I didn't get turned on in time. Then I seen you were in the B main, and I was like, what in the world? So then
Yeah.
you got out the front, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I could tell that something was going on with the handling of the car.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't because the track was, you looked like you were loose, but it wasn't the track. So I knew it had to be something with the car. So we'll discuss that. And we'll discuss some stuff coming up. First and foremost, I thought the racing at Brownstown was pretty decent. I will say that this is just my opinion, but all of us on social media are jump to conclusions when somebody cancels too soon. They don't cancel late enough. We got rain all week. Jim decided to race. It is what it is. But the track was rougher than a plowed cornfield.
It was really rough, but I still enjoyed being there.
That's the thing. And that's kind of what I was getting at is we all want a place to race on Saturdays and Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, whenever they have races. I mean, sometimes you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? I mean, if you want to race, you're going to race. The track's going to be rough.
They don't force you to come.
No, it rained all week, so
right.
There's a good chance that it's going to be rough.
Yeah,
right?
we talked about it all week that it was going to be a cornfield, but I mean, if my car would have been together, I'd have had it there.
Right. If you're going to race.
A racer's going to race.
Right.
He might whine about it afterwards, but he's going to race.
Matt says, don't admit guilt. Well, I was busted regardless. I mean, he knew not to pull me over. I'd hate to ground him. Even though he's in his mid-20s, I hate to ground him. Katie said that wasn't much of a scuffle. It wasn't. I mean, I think I do have some good points that I do want to talk about that. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. So anybody that's watched Brownstown that's been all over the internet, it's been on Facebook, it's been on YouTube. I don't really know. I mean, there's two sides of the story. Stapleton was above Groomer in the corner. To me, it looked like Stapleton kind of hit a rut, leaned on Groomer. Groomer didn't like it. Groomer took him out. But the thing that I will say about it, and like I said, this is just my opinion, like it, whatever. I commend those two for stopping on the front stretch and doing it. I mean, instead of going to social media and bashing and yada, 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 they just pulled up on the front stretch and like, if we're going to do it, let's do it.
And we didn't arrest anybody.
No, they worked it out.
Done.
Yeah, they worked it out on the track. And I watching the video that Dirt to Media put out today, because it was obviously a lot closer view than what we've seen of some of the views, which me and Derek watched it live in the garage Saturday night. But I don't know, like the track officials didn't even really, I mean, Jimmy Curry, when Groomer got out of the car, Jimmy tried to talk to Groomer, and Groomer wasn't having it. So Groomer had already had in his mind what he was going to do.
Right.
And then the track officials just stayed out of it. And
they just stood back.
They just stood back.
They were
It's
all
like, all right, if you're going to work it out, work it out.
Right.
And it's no different than the rules at the Chili Bowl. What is it, between turns 1 and 3, you're good. And
right.
If it makes it back to the ramp, that's when you're in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing that you missed is my commentating of the fight.
I know when Trent Green and Jug went at it,
and it was really good.
That was the best
really
commentating. I mean, Jim Ross don't have nothing on you when it comes to commentating the fight.
I'm thinking about getting me a cowboy hat.
Are you? You should,
yeah.
Just for those occasions.
Yeah.
And then when something like that breaks out, you put the cowboy hat on and you
go at it.
Commentate it.
Right.
I think you'd be good at it. If racing never works out for you, JT, I think you got a bright future ahead of you.
I'm good at talking.
I'll call the WWE for you myself. But it is what it is, and I mean, they worked it out. They did what they did, and
I don't think it's over yet.
I don't think it's over either. I think some stuff like that's always hard to.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of times
at the end of the day, there was a lot of money tore up.
Yeah.
There was. But they didn't spin them around on the front stretch and play chicken.
No.
And they could have tore up more.
Right.
I've seen that.
They didn't hit each other.
That's how you should settle it right there. Not with the cars. Get out and settle it.
Right. And that's exactly what happened. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Congratulations to Tyler Kane on the win in the crates. Shout out to Jug Weathington. Jug's figured something out, because I thought there were a couple times Jug was going to pass him and get around him.
He caught him in that caution come out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. That's the best I've seen Mark Bichelli look.
Yeah. Mark looked really good.
He was the only one that had enough nuts to get up on there and just rip the lip.
He ripped the lip.
And he was sending it. I was very impressed with that.
Brent Lee looked good in his crate car this year so far. That's only his second race.
Yeah.
And the first one don't really count because that was the Northern All-Stars.
Yeah.
I told Zach, I said, I hope you figure it out that fast.
Me too. Me too. We're going to find out soon. I'm not going to say anything for him because he's not here, but The ball is rolling over to Stalker
Night
Garage,
Stalker.
so Night Stalker Motorsports.
Yep.
Yeah.
Motorsports, fence repair, welding, machining, fabrication.
Cattle company.
It's a lot of hats over there.
It's a lot of hats.
Most Allie does most of it.
Golf
but,
cart repair.
he's on the edge of that.
He's fixed mine twice, so
But he's had to fix it a second time. So we're dabbling.
that was he had to fix his own work.
We're dabbling in that.
I don't want to bring him down on the show, but he had to fix his own work. It was
Right.
his weld that broke.
Yeah. He's gonna have to build a bigger shop so we can get all these
So,
programs going.
congratulations to who else won? drawing a
Pure Stocks
blank.
was Josh Turner.
Josh Turner.
Mickey Hines led the whole thing, blew a tire 2 to go.
Yeah, I seen that.
Crown
Greg-
Vics.
Greg Amick won Super Stocks
Yeah, Greg Amick passed Tucker on the last lap.
on the
wasn't it?
lap. Yeah.
Tucker led the whole thing. Greg passed him on the last lap.
But that was kind of the same situation as Mark, though. I mean, Amy got up there on top
Amy got up
and
there
was
and ripped.
rolling for a
I tell you
couple
what,
laps.
Tucker was hugging the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, like he always does.
Right.
Smooth on the bottom. And they seen his crew seen Greg coming and they all pointed to the top. Well, he went immediately to the top and he's pulled back away for a minute. And he started doing this diamond thing and Greg started ripping it hard. And he just got enough to get around him. It was a good race
It
to
was a really
watch.
good race.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Jay Wilson didn't forget what he was doing.
No, he didn't, did he?
He'll win really quick.
I texted him Sunday and I was like, hey, man, good run. Whatever. Me and Jamie been friends for 40 years. But he's like, man, he goes, I was rusty. I said, what? I said, if that's rusty to you, I said, I hate to see what
Right.
the rest of the year's going to bring. But
He looked really good.
he's going to drive. He's going to drive that car on the weekends he's off from Kid Sports until he gets his car done. So I asked him how much he was going to be in it.
He
said
looked
he's gonna
good in
drive-
it.
Yeah, he did. And Greg even said it in Victory Lane. He said Jamie's been on the car for 2 years or a year and a half or whatever, and still had it.
Picked
So,
up where he left
yeah,
off.
picked up
Yeah,
where he left off.
we're so happy to have you back, Jamie.
Yeah. Inner sarcasm there. Yeah.
Dustin Cross did get his first win.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
In the Crown Vics too. Finley was supposed to take his shirt off.
Yeah.
I stayed
I never
to
seen
get
that.
pictures of that.
It
Nothing.
never happened.
No.
Nothing. No. So I was very disappointed with that.
We should have had him dressed up as Hillbilly Hannah
Yeah. Yeah.
just for that.
Maybe that's what they'll do this week. Are they racing
Could
Crown Vics this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crown
Special,
Vic
special.
Crown Vic special this
Yeah.
coming week.
I didn't know who won the
Who
Hornets.
won?
I was there. I
I
didn't leave. I can't remember who won it.
I don't remember.
can't think of his name. This is awful. I should have better notes tonight, but we're just winging it tonight. Hang on a minute, I'll find out unless somebody calls.
It was good racing all
Yeah.
night. The crate was good till Groomer and Stapleton got took out. Then it kind of got dull for a minute, but Judd caught up.
I think the crates is going to be a very competitive class this year too.
Super Stock had the last lap pass. The Pure Stock race, Mickey led the whole time, blew a tire, but
Yeah.
there was battles the whole time in that one too.
Cordell Moore.
Oh, Cordell Moore. Good for him.
Yeah, there, Chad. Chad got. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Will there be any changes in track prep? It's been a bit lumpy. I mean,
I don't think you can do anything when it rains like that. I don't think it matters what he does.
I think we've not had near the rain this week, so I can see track conditions being a lot better this Saturday. But yeah, when it rains as much as it did, I mean, obviously when you sit around all week and just contemplating on whether it's going to rain out or not, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of a 50-50 chance Saturday.
I'll say this though. Last year we had like 5 races in by the middle of July, and we're almost to 5 already.
Already.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're doing a lot better than we did last year,
Right.
and it's still producing good racing.
I know.
It's still multi-line.
Yeah, I know Jim gets a lot of flack for everything that he does, but Saturday he did provide a place to race.
I'll be the first one to be on Jim's tail when he does something stupid, but I think he's done the best, pretty good job with what he's had
Yeah.
this year.
Right.
I mean,
I think,
but
he gave-
I'll get on him when he needs to get on. I'm not scared of
Yeah.
him. Now I'm scared of Jamie,
yeah, be scared of Jamie.
but I'm not scared of Jim.
Yeah, Chad, we'd be more than glad to leak any huge secrets right now. Well, depending on what the secret is. Can they get rid of the Uke tire, especially turn 1? I agree with that. I think it's time to. I don't know. I guess they're pushed out to save the bottom for later tonight, but having the tires halfway out in the racing groove doesn't really. I mean, just go ahead and push them in and be done with it, or get rid of them completely. If somebody wants to go way down in the grass to pass somebody, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but You know where they're racing
Yeah.
the dirt's at.
Yeah.
I don't
There-
think we need
most
tires.
racetracks have a tire like that, but it does tear a lot of stuff up when
Yeah.
you hit it. I like the way Bloomington's kind of set up where you can kind of go. I mean, you feel them and it affects the car enough that it screws
Right.
you up, but it don't tear a bunch of stuff up.
Right.
And you don't
I
have to
think
be
that-
going fast when you hit them. I've hit them at Thunder Valley and knocked the whole front end off.
There was rumor that they were going to cut the inside out like Florence is. I'd love to see that. Cut the inside of the track out. No Uke tires. Just there's
A berm.
a
type
berm
deal.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool, but it
But
didn't
even
happen.
Florence has got tires in there,
They do, but they're all covered up.
right? But they're in there to keep you realistic,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, because people will push the envelope
Oh,
if
I
you give them that
guarantee
chance.
Well, I remember when,
Chubbsy did it, didn't he?
yeah.
Was that
and
Chubbsy that did that?
Yeah, and I remember when Corey Hitchcock was going through the infield at 411 last year, because that's where it was a day race. He got black slick or whatever,
Yeah.
and like he was like completely down in the infield trying to get traction off that
Okay.
dirt down there.
I watched
So,
Tommy Fleener drive around the outside of the racetrack in an Enduro and was leading doing it.
got to do what you got to do. One more.
Andrew had hit a good night the other night too. He ended up hitting the. I tell you what, I really like him. He's got a bright future just because
Yeah.
he's so likable. But
Right.
he had a rough go in the B main toward the front up. But I think he said it didn't hurt the frame none. So
He said he finally got it back together.
oh,
That's
good
good
deal.
news.
Yeah, I went to school with his little brother. He seems way cooler than his little brother.
Chris said, I get it and appreciate the effort. I didn't know if something would help. I think right now he's just fighting the weather. I mean, that's pretty much, I think when the weather decides to straighten up, the track's going to get a lot better. Dust says, one more lap, Kramer probably would have got me.
That was a good race.
It was a
too.
good race.
Yeah, I was
don't know.
pulling for you though, Dustin, because I knew, and you've been trying so hard to get it,
yeah, and I
you know.
think
And Finley was taking his shirt off, so I was
Yeah.
on board for that.
you got to pull for him if Finley's taking his shirt off. I just think a lot of it too, though, is Dustin. I think he ran a smooth race, so I think it would take a lot more to get around you than what you expected.
Yeah.
Chad said, prelude to the Scream Round 6, 2025 Paragon Speedway. Y'all heard it here first. Details to come. Heck yeah. Prelude to the Scream Round 6.
We're not gonna have one this year.
Don't look like it. There's not one this year, Chad? Said 2025.
That's been a big deal
so-
for a while.
Yeah, it's been a really big deal. I agree about the tires. Oh, Andrew said that. Daryl Lawrenceburg got rid of their tires. They have a berm there.
They
Yeah.
did a lot. They took a lot of banking out of that.
They
That's
did
what I
a
was
lot
told,
there.
which is good for the safety and for
Right.
Yeah.
not destroying race cars. I'm curious how it races now.
Well, they're having Northern All Stars over there May 18th. I think it'd be pretty cool to go over there.
I'd like to go
Check
over
it
there and
out.
watch.
Yeah.
I'd like to go watch a late. They're having the Northern All-Star late models.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd like to go. I'd
Yeah,
like to watch
May
that.
18th.
Yeah, I like that. Lawrenceburg is very unique,
Yeah.
but I've been there and watched, and I've never thought, man, I'd sure like to race that.
Right. Well, with the banking that they used to have on there, a lot of people were saying it was hard on motors. I mean, just
There's
so-
been people get hurt,
Mhm.
killed up there. I mean,
Yeah.
people can get killed anywhere,
right, but it's just carrying so much speed there.
and you're wide open.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like a Bristol that's dirt to me.
Right.
Do you know what happened at the
Next
Speedway
year's-
this week? They had a race this week too, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
I didn't get any
I didn't hear
details on
any
that.
details.
I seen some tore up race cars on.
I seen
Facebook.
Kenny commented he broke.
Yeah, but it wasn't real bad. He said
No, I'm just saying, like, I know he did. He had bad luck. That's what he had.
that 34 car that we raced with up there.
Bash.
No, the other one, Adams, Chase Adams. I think
Oh,
that's it.
yeah.
He tore his up pretty
Oh,
bad.
did
It
he?
looked like, and my neighbor looked like his was tore up a little bit. I never even talked to him, but he's got a race car. I need to stop down and talk to him.
Did he
one
still
day.
talk to him? Let's see. What's going on, Anthony? Anthony Finley and Ryan Woods lied. They didn't show up to Winter Circle.
Yeah, we were all disappointed.
Yeah, I
with
know.
that.
I don't.
You know,
Come on, Finley.
I was hoping he was going to Mickey Mouse here, Dustin. You know, put his boobs on his head.
So Chad said that he's not able to get it together that fast. Next year's goal is 50,000.
$50,000.
That would be awesome.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that
heard it
would
right
be
here.
awesome.
You heard it here first. I'll put this comment up there.
Paragon Speedway 2025.
There it is. Nope, that's,
That's
the wrong
wrong
one.
comment.
I clicked on the right one. Where'd he go?
Scroll down.
That's right there.
Yeah, I went too far.
No, you
Right here.
passed it, didn't
No,
you?
it's right here. Yeah.
Oh,
Heck yeah, there it is. You heard it here first.
okay.
Put it up there on the screen. That way, whenever people go back and rewatch this, it's highlighted down there on the screen. So
Fancy.
fancy. Ryan said I was in the pits.
He was fast until he broke.
Elizabeth said Ryan Woods always excuses. Jacoby said, well, I've not heard this news. What about Keith Kuntz buying Twin Cities Raceway Park? Very good news. I've not heard that yet.
either.
No.
Yeah.
But it is good news, though. I mean, hopefully they.
Was it going to run midgets there?
I don't know.
It's a little big for midgets.
I used to run a lot of sprint car races there, but
Hmm.
we'll see.
Yeah, that's very
Jacoby said
developing.
book it, done deal.
Done deal.
We'll have to check into that.
Heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Through Jacoby.
Or Jacoby Hines. Jacoby
Better
Hines.
put that one on the screen.
Yeah, here.
too. How you do that?
There it is.
There you go.
We'll highlight that. Jacoby Hines has been hired as a field reporter for Flag to Flag Media.
It doesn't pay good.
It
Just so
doesn't
you
pay
know.
good. It doesn't pay good.
What
but,
does it pay?
You know,
It's actually
It's-
costing me money.
Okay.
your gas or nothing free.
My gas, my pit pass, my food. Yeah.
Uh,
I got a pat on the back at the end of the day, though.
but yeah, we'll check into that, Jacoby. Thanks for letting us know. If you hear anything else, text me or whatever, and let me know the details.
Yeah, that'd be very
Be greatly
interesting.
appreciated. Oh, that was a fast text.
Is it him?
Yeah. Sweet.
That's what he says.
No,
Oh,
He won't tell us online.
I can't tell you online. I mean,
all right. Jacoby,
this
can we
is
release that information?
well, this is stuff this is Jacoby has to give it to me the information. I got to break it down. We got to analyze all the data and all that stuff, and then it becomes news.
I didn't know we were that advanced.
Me either.
Yeah.
We are able to put comments on the screen now, so I feel like it's pretty
If
advanced.
we click on the right one.
That's
If we
true.
click on the right one. Kenny said they tore up too much for opening night. It was ridiculous. I hate to hear that.
The Speedway, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait,
41,500 raised in 2022. I have faith in the people and the cause. Absolutely.
yeah.
I think you could hit that mark, Chad. I really do.
The dirt racing people are very community giving
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I think get with me, Chad, on that, and then I'll do whatever I can to help promote that event. I mean, I'm not like
We
huge-
did create
huge
the
by any
Dirt
means,
Track
but
or Crown Vic Dirt Nationals,
Right.
and that was one of the biggest events of the year.
the Crown Vic shootout. That was awesome.
I'm not going to help anymore.
Speaking of that, I am working on something for a Crown Vic race in 2025. Be on the lookout for that probably sometime at the end of this year.
Possibly Dirt Nationals.
Pretty excited about it.
He has to
This
purchase
will-
the name for me.
This will be called the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. And I will tell you this, it's not going to be a one-day show. So yeah, just a little bit of insight.
Oh, sounds like we need to
Good
spend some
bar.
money, Peyton.
Yeah. Let's see, where were we at?
Need to sell beer stock again. Ready?
It might be worth just buying you an old Crown Vic, just go play. Daryl's got a good point. I mean, it is good. I hopefully, but somebody with Keith Kuntz's, I don't know Keith Kuntz personally. All I know is he's got a heck of an outfit up there in Columbus. But I think somebody with Keith Kuntz's money is what it's going to take to get Twin Cities back on the map, because obviously there is a lot of work to be done there.
There's a lot of work to
A lot
do
of
there.
work. But I think it can be done if you have the right person with the right checkbook, if that makes sense.
They've got to be willing to spend it, though.
Yeah. But you think about it, I mean, somebody like Keith Kuntz buys it. It's a place to go test out his cars. I mean, if he wants to go there during the week,
Right.
so
The place is very interesting. I mean, I've ran there 4 or 5 times probably, and it races like nowhere else you ever been.
right.
It's,
I've seen some awesome races up there, especially like when they had the summer national races there. I mean, I've seen Billy Moyer and Scott Bloomquist put on amazing shows there, but you're right, though. It does race different than anywhere else.
you never know what you're going to get.
Mm. I do have the rear end fixed already. Well, that's good news.
Good deal.
Trent says, really? That must be Jacoby's comment. Thanks for the cues and decals. No problem, Wade. I'm sorry it took me forever to get those mailed out, but I finally got them mailed out Friday. Brent Lee, I heard that too. Jacoby Hines from a reliable source. Yeah, you did, Brent, from Flag to Flag Media. We just said it like 10 minutes ago.
Get Brent
You're
mad
welcome,
at us.
Brent.
Get Brent mad at us.
No, Brent's good. I checked his car out. Well, I'll tell you, that's probably why he was fast, because I took my truck over to get my oil change this past week. And I checked the car and stuff out for him, gave him a few pointers.
I got ketchup on it or
There was some stuff where it shouldn't have been. And I was like, hey, Brent, this is where you really need to put your stuff.
You don't even know what any of that stuff is.
Yeah, I do too. All I did was get on YouTube and I was telling him, like, look, right here it is. So
Look at this.
You're
swing
welcome,
arm.
Brent.
Look at
What's
this
this
swing arm
bar?
car. Where's your
What's
swing
this-
arm at?
What's this bar in
Huh?
front of here?
He's looking at the old swing arm car.
it was. I made
Why
it
don't yours
faster.
have this?
Yeah, made it faster. I said, why come yours don't have this big Lexan panel off the side of it? Anyway, you're welcome, Brent. Just call me this week and we can get some more. I can get you some more information. Summer national races at North Vernon were good. They were. I always enjoy going over there for the summer national races. Shirts look great, JT, and thanks for the plug last week. By the way, I was watching on YouTube, so wasn't commenting. You're welcome.
That Trent.
Yeah, well, right there,
Yeah.
that's the new Mike Jewell shirts. Those things are fire.
I absolutely love these, and I cannot wait till he releases more of the. I don't know what I can't remember what he calls them, but they're like re-releases of old shirts.
Old shirts, yeah.
But he already did a Ray Gotti one, and he did this one. I'm hoping there's a John Gill one in the future. That's my big hope.
I would say there might be,
I would.
but anybody
I'll
that
buy
is,
5 of those.
anybody's interested, go to indiostore.com. Flag to Flag Media also has a store there where you can get all the greatest Flag to Flag Media merch. If you want to be the coolest guy in the pit, that was a tongue twister.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I don't know.
If you want to be the coolest person in the pits, make sure you're repping your Flag to Flag gear and get it at the indiostore.com.
And I'm gonna get a hold of him too. He's gonna do my shirts once I get. We're trying to get figured out what we're gonna do, but
Yep.
he does a really good job.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I got my new Peyton Walker shirt today too, and I'm pretty excited about it. I had to pre-order that. You had to pre-order, and it was like a big list. You had to
Yeah.
it's like when you try to buy a Taylor Swift ticket.
That's right.
Everybody's sitting there on the computer ready to hit their mouse. I timed it perfect.
You bought Taylor Swift tickets?
No, I bought Peyton Walker shirts, but similar. Not that he's similar to
Oh.
Taylor Swift. He could.
No,
get,
I just thought
he
you
could get
bought
Taylor Swift, but he got Jess. He ended up way better.
Okay.
I gotta
Yeah,
give a
that's true.
shout out to Jess too, because last year in the Crown Vic, every draw I didn't get below a 60. I think was
Yeah.
the best I ever
Yeah.
got, and then first night, the pure stock wasn't worth shit. And then she went out there Saturday night for me and drew, and she drew 21 for me. So
There you go. You're going in the right direction.
yeah, she's drawing for me. From
Very
now on.
first night was a 95.
That's good.
It didn't turn out good.
No, it didn't.
Well, it's a good start.
Matt had me grease my muffler bearings. Helped a ton. I told you. If you grease them things, you're going to be fast. And look what happened. Now you gave Trent an idea. So look for John Gill shirts, Kevin.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I've got my John Gill shirt. It's a medium, and every now and then I try squeezing it,
Just to wear it.
but the collars wore out of it, and got stains on it. But I'll never get rid of that.
You know, he was supposed to race at Brownstown. That's the Northern All Stars race.
John Gill was.
Yeah.
In what car?
He was going to run for Duke Mounts.
Why didn't he?
He got caught up at work and couldn't get to the track on time. So Duke drove it. Yeah.
I buy parts from Duke. He didn't
Yep.
say nothing to me. That's cool. I hope he gets out there this year.
Yeah, me too. I have a feeling you might see him at one of these Northern All Star races. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Kay got an even better shirt. Peyton will have to show you it. Did she get a good shirt?
Be honest with you, I have no clue what she's talking about.
She's
No.
got a JT Huffman shirt. I know.
Well, that's true. Maybe that's the shirt she's talking about.
Yeah,
Probably.
she's a big JT Huffman supporter.
She's a very big JTF supporter. Since it's 8:30, I'm gonna go ahead and we got some. Let's talk about some Thunder Valley stuff. Late breaking news is that the grandstand repair has began, which is phenomenal news in my opinion. I went by there today, and a lot of the old grandstands has been ripped out, so that was exciting to see.
But they've got the stuff to put the new ones together.
I'm
now.
not sure if it's come in yet, but I know that a lot of the old stuff. So whenever it does get here, then they can just start
Laying it
putting
in.
in the new stuff. So I did talk to Ryan, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. And so since it's a county fairgrounds, a lot of the stuff that has to be done by the county, right?
Right.
So they're going to bring in some equipment, get all the barriers out of the way from the demos, start track repair, anything that needs to be done. They're going to start doing that. So
It's gonna take some time. We can't.
that's an awesome shirt.
Oh, she's sending you a picture of it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm going to have to get her one that says, "Don't you wish your media was as favored as my whatever something.
Oh, I lost
flag to
it.
flag.
How do I get back to it?
Watch that. What? Don't click on the wrong.
Snapchat.
Don't click on the wrong picture.
There you go.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
don't want to see no wieners.
There ain't none of them on there.
Oh, I made the cut.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting news to get that ball rolling.
That is cool.
I know that there's been a lot of talk about it, but to see action starting to take place up there now is pretty exciting. JT, you want to give us a spill on what you got going on?
So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the Hall of Fame for the people that vote. I'm gonna start getting that sent out because I want to try to get that ready for the fair, just in case they have a grandstand event, so that their names will be there on the sign. I'm also in the process of trying to get they won't be like, so I'm not rich and I'm just doing this off my dime, but I want to get everybody that made it like a little plaque thing. So I'm in the process of working that. So everybody that's already in will get one, and then
Right.
all the new guys. But
And the 2024 class will be announced on Flag to Flag Media Live.
they'll be on the show.
Yeah, the 2025 class will be the first class inducted at the track. But what we might do is I got to talk to JT and I got to talk to Ryan to work out some of these details. If we can get the classes that's already been inducted, if we can get some of them to the track, we'll do a ceremony for them too at the track.
Give them their
Their
plaque.
So give them their plaque. If they want to say something, they're more welcome to say something, that type of stuff. So
yeah.
Because-
I meant to do that to begin with, and I just get busy and
well, here's the thing. When we started that, or you brought it up when you started it, we just wanted to do something for some past people for Thunder Valley, but we didn't realize that Thunder Valley was going to open back up the way it's going to. So
right.
now we can start doing it at the track, but also too, we need to bring those people on board if they want to go to the track per ceremony. We can do that.
And Ryan and Dustin have plans to make it even bigger than I've
Yes.
got it. So
Right.
I mean, their support on it's really cool because they care just as much about the history as they do the present.
And they're still digging through archives trying to find old pictures and stuff like that. So hats off to them for coming on board. When they took it over, you and I discussed, hopefully they're on board with it the same as we are.
Right.
And they're just as much on board, if not more on board with it than what we are. So that's even great. Dustin said, Elizabeth Finley drew my number this past weekend, being I was running late, the highest number I've had since I started racing in 98. But you ended up on the pad. So
I let her draw
that's-
again, I think.
yeah, exactly. I let Elizabeth draw every week for you.
I would stay on her good side because even though she's 3 foot tall,
She's got a lot of fire in
she's
her.
got a lot of bite.
I will say Anthony is well mannered. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
He don't act up around her. I think he acts up. He didn't really get a home run. He made that up.
Yeah.
So we got a text from Mr. Stalker that he got his first home run of the year. We're not there to witness it, so I don't believe it.
So me and
That was
Peyton
his
were
video
on this
evidence.
softball team last year and kind of hurt a little bit this year, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
man,
you.
we got the shaft boys.
So we're thinking about starting our own team.
I would, without him on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're gonna get Jeter and A-Rod, and
Yeah.
There you go.
Jason Giambi.
We can get Raylan to play too. I'd say she'd probably be pretty good.
Is she pretty good?
Yeah, she's not bad. Oh, she's 5'2",
Oh.
JT. 5'2",
I was just estimating.
estimation.
Yeah, I think 5'1's dwarf, so she's
She's good.
she dodged
She's
that.
good.
Yeah.
So coming up this Saturday night, we got the Crown Vic Special, paying $800 to win. Of course, you got what else is running this weekend? I'm bad. I'm telling you, it's
Paragon.
Late models, super stocks, pure stocks, and Hornets.
Hornets. Yeah,
Paragon's
Crown-
racing, I think too.
Yeah, Paragon's racing. Circle City has rescheduled last Friday night's events to tomorrow night, so they're running the same stuff that they were running last Friday night.
So are they not? They're not every Friday program.
No, I think they got some Friday and Saturday shows. I think
Oh, they're gonna do
Yeah.
some Saturday stuff.
Yeah. so.
The Speedways race was on Sunday.
It was.
I thought that was. I seen a lot of people didn't like that, but I kind of
I think it's kind of got the pavement vibe to it. Like
it's got the NASCAR
NASCAR's-
vibe.
yeah, NASCAR's on Sunday.
If I'd have known that, I'd probably went up. I like going up there and watching.
right.
I love watching the Crown Vics on the
Yeah.
big track. I just think that, they're out. They got. It's like an old style NASCAR where you don't have 100% control.
No.
Mhm.
The street stock guys pretty well locked down now,
Right.
but the Crown Vic guys are like old school NASCAR, floating them
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Cars
vibe.
moving around a little bit.
It's fun to watch.
Fun to drive too, ain't it?
Yeah, it wears you out, but it's fun.
Was the first year funner than the second year?
No, I didn't make very many laps.
That's-
Remember, I busted windshield.
But the race didn't take as long though.
You know,
Did it?
that didn't bother me. I mean,
No, I'm just asking from a standpoint of the race itself.
right. You know, I knew we'd been in the race cars for a long time, but I had no idea till Johnny told me that we'd
Yeah.
been in there for 4.5 hours. I knew I was getting tired. And I knew I was hot. I was like, but I didn't know it was 4.5 hours. I thought, well, we're probably.
It's
When you
funny
have 100 red
yeah.
flags,
Me and Peyton and Waterdog was in the infield, and I was trying to go pro, just going around,
right?
Well, my arm got tired. I'm like, I'm tired of GoProing.
My
So,
on it. Everybody wants to get on. So there's two different kinds. All right, you get me on my box. I hate when you do this because
That's
then,
all right.
then
That's
some
all right.
people think, well, he's being a jerk to my side, but this is the way it is, and I don't care what your side is. There's
All
two
right, then.
different. There's two different Crown Vic sides of the story. There's half of them are like, I think we should only let half the cars get in, and they should have to race in, and they should have to do this, and we're gonna have the best 30 cars run the last 50 laps or whatever. That's BS. That's stupid. Everybody, that's the Halloween 200 used to be this, and that's when people came to watch it, and it was jam packed. Not that it still don't have the crowd, because it does. But when I was a kid, when you went to the Halloween 200, there was 100 race cars.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
50,
That's
50 of them shouldn't have been there. Didn't have a chance in heck.
That's what the Halloween 200 has been all about.
They got to start the Halloween 200 at the Salem Speedway. Did I have a chance of winning? Absolutely not. But I got to be a part of it, and I
Right.
stayed on the lead lap.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, that's what the Halloween
So-
200 used to be about, though.
you idiots that want to take away people's chance to run the Halloween 200, Spooky 200, you guys just need to kiss off and go around street stock if that's how you want to be. That's my 100% opinion. So quit picking on the little guys that don't get a chance to do that. Not everybody can go spend $10,000 on Crown Vic to go race for.
I did step on a nerve.
Well, I've seen that on Facebook 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
and if that's how you feel, then
Yeah.
go buy a street stock.
right,
It's not a street stock. It's Crown Vic. It's supposed to be affordable. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
right.
Don't take that out of it. And I'm not saying don't put money in it and go try to win it, because if I do it again this year, I'm putting more money in. I'm gonna try to win it. I want to have a better shot at it. But people are gonna come watch that over watching 20 cars get spread out
Yeah.
and not race. So
And that's been the thing about the whole NASCAR thing, running a 1.5 2-mile tracks. They get spread out like that.
It's not
Who
fun.
wants to watch it? I mean,
it's not fun, and it's not fun if you're the guy that's been lapped down 75 times in a 200 lap race. You get lapped down every other lap. But just to be, when you roll out there and you think, man, Jeff Gordon's raced here, AJ Foyt's raced here, Tony Stewart's raced here.
a lot of big Ken Schrader.
Like before the race even starts, you're in your emotions. You're 3
Right.
wide. Everybody in the grandstands is standing up on their feet, waving.
Right. It's a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
It's, you tear up in there,
Right.
you know? So
Kenny said he was home by 6:30.
yeah, that's not bad.
No,
I don't
not
think.
at all.
You know, it just sucks you got work the next day, but I like Sunday. I think that just gives you more people to come watch.
Right.
You know, reach out to your dirt people and they'll come support you.
Sorry I wasn't there, boys. Let's read this. Sorry I wasn't there, boys. My had to make my 6 figures at the Ball Diamonds.
I had to.
My had to.
He's so
Yeah.
excited about hitting that home run.
He is.
Getting
He's all
hyped.
torqued up.
If Allie didn't
there's
see it,
not
it
a-
didn't happen.
Yeah.
No.
If there's not a video of it, Zach, it didn't happen. Did not happen.
We do miss you though, buddy.
Spelling was bad.
Yeah, he got on me over my post on my yellow golf cart that I sold or whatever that thing was.
Because you,
Yeah, he sent me, and I was like, "What? You've been hanging out with Owen?"
he is the grammar police, and it's
Yeah.
terrible.
So maybe your B&L diploma ain't so special after all. Ain't
It'll
that
be
where
on
he went?
ESPN tomorrow. Yeah, right. So what about? I did see, not to change subjects, but a little bit change the subject. We had the conversation about Bobby Pierce and the whole entire deal with World of Outlaws. He wasn't going to run World of Outlaws. Well, now that kind of has all settled and he's joined World of Outlaws. I did see a comment today about where he is driving with a chip on his shoulder.
I wouldn't.
Now, as good as he's been, can you imagine him drive with a chip on his shoulder?
Yeah.
I wanted to see him run Lucas bad.
Yeah.
I would really like to see him and Ricky throw it at each other all year.
Yeah. Then I seen too today where Ryan Gustin switched chassis. Do you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he left. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
My guy to watch this year, the guy I think is going to take a lot of money home is Mikey. I think Mikey's really
Yeah.
developing in that new car. I think he's got more money backing him than he's ever had. And he's always been good to begin with,
Yeah.
you know. So I think this will really. So that Bruning deal, is that Tyler Bruning's dad that owns that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is.
So that's how Tyler's hooked in. I didn't know how all that worked.
Hmm.
But I really like Mikey. Even when every interview he does, he's just so down to earth.
Yeah.
And if he wins, he's happy. You know, when John Davenport gets out and he just like, yep, another 100,000.
Right.
Got the check. Yeah, I don't.
I
like
was
that.
actually.
Huddy
if
cries,
if
you know.
anybody knows, what I was just got on Facebook and seen this about Hudson. I don't know what it says. Back next weekend in action for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point races. Your sneak peek on our new deal for now is nothing. Still the Rocket One uniform.
Hmm.
So we'll see. But anyway, but Ryan Gustin went to a new chassis by Wells Motorsports. So I don't know. Makes you wonder if
He was already in a Longhorn, though, wasn't he?
yeah, he left Longhorn.
Oh, it's not a Longhorn by Wells.
No,
That's what you're saying. Wells made
Yeah,
their own
yeah.
car.
it's I don't remember where I even seen it post.
You're seeing that a lot now. You're seeing a lot of chassis come
Yeah.
back out. It's like the old days.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I like that. Hopefully somebody gets up there and gives the other two a run for their money, breaks them up a little bit.
it's like a Infinity by Wells. Thanks, Jamie. Infinity by Wells, which is pretty cool because I
Is that what Brandon's driving too?
when I seen the post today, and you know there was some speculations whether he was in a Longhorn or a Bloomquist or whatever. I think it could have been some of those Infinity cars.
Scott Bloomquist.
Yeah, see, Caleb said Overton and him both running it. So,
Scott Bloomquist ran top 3 in the Hunt the Front
Hunt the
series
Front.
the other day. I don't know who all was there, but
and I like the comment when he said we're not dead yet. So
did he get third or second?
third, yeah, I don't know. I think that
He just,
I'd love
You
to
know,
see him get another win.
I didn't like
I
him
would.
growing up, but now I kind of would like to see him
Right.
win another one. But he just brings something to the racetrack.
Yeah.
I know this might strike a nerve with you, but
Easy then. You already got it on it once.
just like Jeff Gordon, you know, you either like or dislike Jeff Gordon, right?
Right.
Well, then when Jeff Gordon got toward the end of his career,
Oh, everybody
all I
wants to see him
wanted-
win that last year.
Yes, when he won at Martinsville that last time, that was awesome.
If he'd have
in my
won the
opinion.
championship, that'd have been the perfect bow. But he still got to win at the end of.
Right?
Some people wait too late, which I don't care. I think if you can race and you're still enjoying it, go do it. I
Right,
love
yeah.
watching Vern Lefevre's
Yeah,
come
for
out there
sure.
and race and Red Farmer.
Yep.
You know, that's cool.
You can do it. Do it.
Right. If you're enjoying it, stay at it. Me and Webley talked for like 2 hours the other day, and he said he's thinking about quitting a couple years ago, and they still enjoyed it.
Still does it.
You know?
Big
But
news.
I think they tore up their new car. So
did they?
Sam did, I think. Looks like he hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was a new car. So hopefully it ain't tore up too bad.
Caleb said big news locally coming soon.
You can't just say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the scoop?
Gosh, you're worse than Matt.
Worse than me?
Yeah.
What have I done?
It's like, keep your little secrets over there.
Unless it's about Twin Cities.
Hudson starting on
No
team.
team. I had heard that.
Does he have enough backing?
All right,
to do
Caleb, I'll
that?
call you later.
Does he have enough backing to do that?
Well,
Talking a lot of money
I'm
to
just
run.
curious if Craig's gonna get back into it.
Who?
Craig Sims.
Oh,
We'll see.
he was good in the car Ricky Thornton was good in.
Yeah.
I thought he would stay in that one, and then he jumped to the one Moran's in. Which
I think-
Moran's coming into it
Yeah.
again
BCC.
finally.
BCC. I figured that's what was going on.
Hmm.
Oh, Caleb sent me a winky eye. What do you think about that? Must be some big news coming. I'll have to call him later. I got to call Jacoby and get filled in with him. I'll call Caleb. See, everybody they don't understand that this media side of it is just a busy gig. Like, I know I ain't had much information tonight because I didn't take a whole lot of notes before the show. Been doing a lot of stuff outside. And I will say this. This is not late breaking news, but I'm just going to say it. You're probably not going to see me doing as much YouTube content at the track in the near future. I'm going to put solely a lot of my focus on the live show. I'm still going to keep doing the racing grind with Logan when time allows. I've just been doing a lot of thinking over the last couple of weeks. Grandbabies are getting older, spend more time with them. But I will be at the track a lot still, but I'm not going to chase the YouTube subscribers like I have been, because 3 years into this and we're at 891. I'm very thankful for all the people that subscribe to YouTube, and I'm still going to do YouTube content. I'm just not going to make it a priority. So the live show is going to be my focus. I want to keep this going because I enjoy getting on here with the guys and just talking about racing and talking to everybody.
Comments.
Yes, talking to everybody that comments. That have way more information about racing than I do. That's what's nice about it.
Right.
You get on here and learn stuff.
I would have known nothing about Twin Cities if they wouldn't have said that.
So
I didn't know nothing about Hudson going on either.
Right. Caleb Jacoby said that Keith Kuntz has purchased Twin Cities.
Done deal. Paper sign.
Done deal. Paper sign. So anyway, yeah, the chasing the in-car cameras and stuff like that, it's probably going to be on the back burner for a while.
He's going to be testing with me because we're doing some trick stuff that we're going to be filming.
We got to film.
I got to think
suspension part.
Night Stalker Fab for the device.
Yeah.
That we'll come up with.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. Hopefully we're back out next week.
I will say that I'm very, very thankful for all the sponsors that come on board this year, though. That's what I want to do. Flag to Flag Media was started on supporting the local and regional racing, the guys that work Monday through Friday, they grind it out every week to get to the track. That's what my focus is. I kind of steered towards some of the national stuff there for a while, and I'm very thankful for all the stuff that they've given me as far as shop talks and that type of stuff. But the local and regional guys is where I'm at. So that's what I want to focus on. Thanks for listening to my spiel. Anyway, back to broadcasting. Zach, how are you going to have it on? You going to take it off? You guys going to be able to run the same device on two different cars?
It's interchangeable.
Okay.
And I don't want to get into too much detail because it's pretty revolutionary.
Is it a gas cap?
Revolution. That's a lot of syllables. I don't know how many, but that's a bunch.
It's new gas cap.
I don't want to go into
detail. Did you grease your muffler bearings?
I keep those greased.
Okay.
I don't want the sound to be muffled incorrectly.
Well, that's the thing with Brent is, though, there's a certain amount of grease, and he got the magic formula. So
I bet when you pull into Brent's parking lot, he is just thrilled to death.
Well, the other day I noticed they close all the doors real quick, and it's a nice day outside.
Yeah. Here he comes.
Both the garage doors closed at the same time, and uke tire detector.
We're not that far into that part yet. We have tested in that with Peyton's car, but we haven't developed that into the wedge nose yet.
Right. It was sparkulators built in to it to make it drive on the left rear.
Zach,
sparkulators.
That's enough. You're giving it away.
I'll have to Google sparkulators.
Basically, we're spending all of our time in the left front because that's the most important wheel.
I got you.
On the car.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, there's a lot of the weather to me. I think I'm not up north, more southern Indiana, but I think the weather's been pretty decent around here this week. So I think
turn off a little cooler tomorrow. I think.
Yeah, but I think as far as rain wise and tracks getting races in this week, I think everybody should be good to go as far as that goes. But yeah, it is going to be cooler. But I don't know.
Are you going?
What?
To the races?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
I'll be there hanging out. I don't have a car, so we can hang out.
Why aren't you racing?
We can eat you. We ain't got my device.
Are you not going to be on the show? Oh. All right. Owen's not coming on tonight. He just got home. So, but anyway, so when are you racing next then?
We're hoping.
But you are having a different schedule this year. It's more of a let's have fun year, right?
So we struggled the first night out, and I told Dad and Zach, I said, I don't care if it goes back out because it's not fun to struggle.
Right.
So we think we know what the problem was. We're working on fixing the problem. Got a couple more parts to get in, and then it's going to take a full day to do what we're trying to do to make it work. So
gotcha. I do want to give a shout out to Peyton. These shirts are sweet.
They are slick.
Peyton got him some new shirts made up.
And
Now this
we got a thread on that too. You can purchase these on Peyton Walker Racing
Yep.
something.
yeah,
What's the
Peyton Walker
website?
Racing.
I can't remember.
There's a
exactly what it
website. There's a thread out there.
If you like Peyton Walker Racing on Facebook, you'll get a lot of details there because Peyton's
Yeah.
been keeping that page updated.
How
right.
much does one of them cost, Peyton?
Yeah, what's one of these called?
The small through larges is 20, and then XL and up's 25.
That's cheap. You can't get a good looking T-shirt for $25 anywhere. So
I don't understand. I just don't get it.
support your local guy. Peyton Walker is a guy that I support weekly.
We need the help.
P-Dub was fast last week, but I will tell you this: Peyton and I have been talking a lot, and I got a feeling whenever Thunder Valley opens back up,
He's gonna be hard to beat.
he is. It's just he's already tested up there a couple times this year
Yeah.
He's just driving around
in the parking lot. We went
Yeah.
to the parking lot.
No,
tested.
they made the ramps over to the barriers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing more
Control.
of like a
It was like a monster truck
Yeah.
type track.
Yep.
Yeah.
motocross style.
No, I mean we were
You hit the tabletop good.
yeah.
You were good Saturday though.
Yeah, we were pretty fast, I feel like. I'm starting to learn the car a little bit.
Once we figured out his problem,
Yeah.
like it all made sense
Yeah.
because he's really good till it's not, and it's not his fault that it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
It was because it's just locking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think we've figured out the problem. We're having to do a little Afro engineering to get it back to where it needs to be. But the plan is to be there Saturday. I don't know. I don't want to rush and put something cobbled up mess together,
Right.
especially with what's going on.
You want to know what's
Yeah.
right when you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want the sucker to snap or something.
Right. Steering is very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
So
turns out
yeah, when you can only turn the wheel like an eighth of the way around, you ain't catching that car.
No,
You ain't
you're
catching
not.
it.
I thought for sure we were junked when he did it in front of the field in the heat race. I thought, oh man,
Yeah.
I was sick.
Yeah.
But somehow everybody had their head on their shoulders and
Yeah.
did awesome.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Avoid it.
Awesome. Yeah, they did because I mean it wasn't his fault.
Right.
I mean it locked, but they acted in the correct way. So
Yeah. That's a plus.
that's
Yeah.
good.
That
I've,
saves a lot of money when they do that.
I've
Yeah.
seen him spin out in the back stretch and the guy in the front stretch be the one that hit him.
Right.
These guys were all had if they hit him, it wasn't he couldn't be mad at them, and
Yeah.
none of them did. So
Right.
that's good to see. Pure stock classes got crazy. There's 30 cars there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and then there's good cars. It's good racing.
Yeah.
It's
That's
it's
just-
the
that's
best
just
race. It was
crazy.
one of the best races of the night.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy though. You think about it. You got the crates. I'm not taking anything away from any class by any means by saying this. Crates, pure stocks, super stocks, Crown Vics. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
there's 10 or 15 cars every night that show up there.
yeah, anybody can win at
Have a
any given
chance.
time. Yeah. It's just,
I'm not saying that and the Hornets, the other classes don't either, but it's just like, man, this,
yeah.
Well, have you had any repeat winners yet? I can't think of any. Josh
No.
Turner,
Josh
Turner.
Yeah.
but he wouldn't have. Mickey,
Mickey had
blew
it
a tire,
won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Preston was really fast too
Yeah.
until he broke.
Preston-
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but he was coming on the top.
I mean, the super stocks had 2 different winners already, 3 different winners.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's gonna be good racing all year at
And to
Brownstown.
be honest with you, I could see Saturday night being 4.
I think there'll be a 4th different winner at Brownstown
Yeah,
this week in super
I think too.
stocks. I think there'll be a different winner in pure stocks this week too. Predictions. Crates are running too. You said.
Crates are running
Yeah.
too.
Power
think
Kane's
Jug-
hard to beat right now.
I think Jug's gonna get him one though.
I don't even know what Tyler Kane was giving it all he had.
Mm.
To be honest with you, he gets out there about half straightaway and he starts coasting.
Right. And rough track plays into a lot of it too.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if you bobble once or whatever, you
Yeah.
you can lose a lot of speed there. So be interesting.
Mark, if everybody would run the cushion like Mark Bichelli was running it, that'd be the most entertaining thing you ever
Oh,
seen
yeah.
in your life because he was just ripping it.
He was running the snot out of it.
Yeah, it was good.
You guys got anything else for tonight?
I don't
I
think
like
so.
that. Yeah, I think
I think it's been a great show. Being down 2 hosts, but that's all good. They'll be back eventually some point in time. You guys showed up. That's the main thing.
I rode with.
I
Peyton.
appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Peyton's got a nice truck. If anybody sees Peyton at the racetrack, check his truck out. That thing is nice.
It's really nice.
It's nice.
Yeah. Walker Racing's got him a new rig.
I'm gonna start taking a shower before I get in it.
I would. Did you take your shoes off earlier? I seen that you I didn't notice when
No.
you got out of it if you put your shoes back
No, I
on.
should have though, because it even smells nice in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice rig.
Zach's playing softball, but let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the last 8 comments.
When you're at the
Soccer.
bench, you got time.
That's true. That is true. That is true. I appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate all of our great sponsors. Like I said, I will be still be doing some YouTube content, just not gonna make it a priority. But yeah, a lot of things in store. Make sure you share this out. Keep this show going. We do it for the local and regional guys.
Thanks for commenting, because that's what makes our show
Yes.
unique.
More
Yes,
people
the
comment,
comments.
the more we interact, and the funner it is. I mean, a lot of people probably get on here and they're like, "Man, these guys don't have a lot of information." No, we get on here because this is a race. It's a racing community to where we get to talk to people in the comments, and yeah, we do have stuff we want to talk about. There are some news topics, stuff like that. But yeah, we enjoy talking to the people that comment. So
And it's not that we might skip one on accident too.
Right.
It's not that we're trying to skip. If you comment and we didn't read it, it's not because we meant to. There's just so many that come in, and it's hard to keep up with them.
I've watched a lot of live shows, whether it be hunting, racing, fishing, whatever, and a lot of times they don't even like pay attention to the people that's commenting.
Right.
And I'm like, I like the interaction with people.
Right. That's the part I enjoy.
I know that there's still 26 people watching. We've not really talked about a whole lot tonight.
I've made a lot of good friends through these.
Oh yeah, me
through the
too.
Show commenting. So
Me too. That taillight fluid wins the races. That's 100% true.
I keep a spare gallon in the trailer at all
There you
times.
go. You have to.
Got to.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching tonight. Make sure you share this out. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm still going to put stuff on there, but make sure we'll see you back next Thursday night. I know right now the plan is that these two will be back. Owen should be back next week. So
Peyton will have
Yeah.
a big $300 check.
yeah, Peyton will be making $300.
I'll be there helping.
All
Not
right.
being in the way.
We'll see. We'll see y'all when the next flag flies.